Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back to the tower. Made a lot of progress in the last week or so. The main thing, as you can see here, being I unlocked the rhino skin. I also reached the milestones, 4,500 wave milestones on tier 16 and 17. Then I got to 3,096 on tier 18. And I think that has to do with not only the assist modules, but also upgrading the subset efficiency on my generator to 25%, so that way I can get the enemy health level skips to 2%. And each percent in enemy health level skip makes a huge difference. I'm pretty sure that I use regenerative bonus instead of pulsar harvester as my main module, and then I use singularity harness as my assist, so that way I can use my flame bot. So this is the bot preset that I used. I had amplified bot as well as flame bot there, and then the singularity harness increased the ranges by 5 meters, as well as giving the flame bot a 2 times damage multiplication for any enemy that got hit. Getting the cooldown from 30 to 10 seconds also helped tremendously in order to more consistently tag the enemies with that flame bot multiplier. And it actually goes down to 5 seconds, and I'm still working on that. I'm able to 6x this permanently, so 5 more levels and that'll be maxed. I'm also working on flame bot burn stack, just get those out of the way, so that way I would have my golden bot, amplify bot, and flame bot labs maxed. And then I'm still working on the coins mastery and extra orb masteries. I still got 2 more levels on coins mastery and 3 levels on extra orb mastery, and I've seen huge coin increases because of those, as well as, like I stated before, getting my multiplier efficiencies and subside efficiencies up, which allowed me to survive for longer. I also started farming tier 16, so I actually hit the 4,500 on a farming run. I don't know if it's still here. Yeah, right here, this one. I ended up hitting 4,500 on a farming run on tier 16, which is pretty nice. Ended up earning 21 quadrillion, 452,000 cells, and 49,000 reroll shards. This is a much better tier to farm than tier 15, mainly just because you get more boss spawns. So bosses spawn every 7 rounds, whereas on tier 15 they spawn every 8, so that gives you an opportunity to get more reroll shards, common modules, and rare modules with the boss packages, which adds up over time. I also got the summon chip. So I unlocked the summon chip, I respect out of bounty, and I left my fetch at these levels here, and put the rest of the bits into summon. So right now, I'm working on getting the cooldown down and increasing the duration. I'm not really too worried about the cash. I'm mainly using this for golden combo procs, so that way I can get a larger multiplier. And actually, this also increased my coins per run by a good margin. Other than that, I'm gonna get this 339.15 to 39.34. It's pretty nice. So in terms of tournaments, 1775 on this last tournament, ended up placing 4th. So hopefully this is a trend where, let me see, where's the prizes? I can place top 6 consistently, and maybe even transition into placing top 4. I think I'm still a little far from that, just because I'm not working on my ultimate weapon pluses, and I feel like a lot of those players have like Spotlight Plus or Death Creep with a permanent poison swamp and whatnot. So my plan was to go for a permanent poison swamp and unlock death creep and then get the poison swamp damage equal to the chain lightning damage. However, I really think that spotlight would probably be a better bang for my buck, just because you only need to get it to level 4, the light range to level 4 or 5. After that, it kind of has diminishing returns, so it won't be as much of a stone investment. And then maybe increase the bonus by a few clicks, and then get the spotlight angle to a natural 60 degrees, so that way it would be at 75 with the subset effect. And then I have an extra 2 degrees from my assist here, which is weird because I thought it would round down, but it actually rounded up, so we'll take that. Module levels are also increasing. I'm at 185 for the armor, and then 181 for the primaries, and then well over 100 levels for the assist. And then again with that new patch, where all the assist modules multiplier efficiencies are multiplicative, that helps a lot. So right now I'm going to try and get the subset efficiency for the core to 25% as well. I think generator and core are like the most important to get the subset efficiencies up. Obviously it would help with all of them, but for the time being I'm just going to focus on those two. In terms of the event, it's almost over. I just need to do the landmine stun and the death ray, and then the tier 14 with no cards, just to get the rest of the medals. But this was actually a pretty cool theme with the cyberpunk. I do like that background. I think the car is a little, I mean, it's cool, it's a cool concept. It just doesn't have like any cool animations or anything like that. So other than that, I've been making a lot of coins and putting it all into my workshop here. So I need to do that. Yeah, nothing too crazy. The main thing is the enhancements. So I've been able to put a lot of coins into my enhancements. So now my attack enhancements is where my tournament enhancements was, but you know, it's for my farming. And then my tournament enhancements are even higher than this, which is pretty cool. I've also been putting a good amount of levels into health regen, and wall health, just to kind of help with the saboteurs and the overcharges. Orb size also increased by good margin now that I have the extra orb mastery, so that way I can tag more enemies for that coin multiplier. And I don't think these have changed too much. So in terms of keys, right now, so I unlocked a 23rd card slot right here. In that 23rd slot, I just put health again for the saboteurs and the overchargers. I think once I unlock my 24th card slot, I'm gonna input range and get range mastery. By that time, I should have Spotlight Plus. And then I'll continue on with the add gem stacking. Once I'm done with the add gem stacking, I'll probably unlock this card slot. And well, I'm gonna get this card slot first and then continue on with the gem stacking. So once I'm done with those, not really too sure what I want to do. Getting the workshop presets would be pretty nice, just to save me some time during tournaments. And now that my runs are about 3.5 to 4 hours on tier 16, every minute does make a big difference. So the more time I spend away from farming, the more I'm losing out on a lot of resources. So actually getting the workshop presets to make my tournaments more efficient, so that way I can get back into farming quicker, is actually going to make a pretty big difference. Then I'm not going to get the nuke automation until I get the nuke mastery. And other than that, I'm not thinking about going into the power tree just yet. Once I get the card slot and the add gem stacking and the workshop presets, then I'll consider moving into the power tree. But that's maybe like 2-3 weeks away. But soon we will be working on the power tree here. So we already talked about this. I think my plans with my labs is once the Flamebot researches are done and I finish the coins and actual art masteries, I'm going to work on the effect bands for the modules to make rerolling more efficient. And then I'll probably slap labs coin discount back in and also finish battle condition reduction, because by the time that those masteries are finished, I'll be making well over, I'm already making over 100 quadrillion a day. But by the time those labs are done, I'll probably be making more like 150 quadrillion a day. And I'll be able to save up for this last level in no time. So I'll get that done and out of the way. Damage premium meter also probably slap back in, so that way by the time I do get Spotlight Plus, it'll be at an even better level. Other than that, I don't really have any plans past that. Those are my short-term goals. I haven't really thought of long-term yet. I mean, the lab coin discount and damage meter are going to take quite a while, so, and so are these effect bands, so that's the plan for now. Other than that, I don't really have much to talk about. This is probably going to be a pretty quick video, which, you know, with this game, sometimes there's just not much to cover. Steady progress, consistency, and patience, I think, is what separates a lot of players. You know, people take breaks or just give up on a game. But the people that have been playing for a long time, like myself, 3 years, that's what separates us from, you know, people that can't get into legends or whatnot. I mean, other things as well, like, you know, I spend money on this game, getting the event passes, and 1 or 3 stone packs a month. However, I'm probably gonna stop buying stone packs, probably do 1 a month from now on, just because I was talking to Morton on the Discord, and, you know, we both kind of agreed that $60 for not even a week's worth of progress is just outrageous. And I'm also, you know, I'd rather use the money for food. I've been getting from this place called Mofongo, and it's like Puerto Rican cuisine. Very, very good. I love going there. So I'd honestly rather spend money on that than this game. And I'm a big Monster Hunter fan, and I bought a PSP out the box. I think I spent probably, it was a couple years ago, I think it was like $600 for a brand new unused PSP from Japan, which was a pretty good deal. So I bought that, and then I bought Monster Hunter Freedom Unite and Portable Third. I'm also wanting to get a Nintendo 3DS XL, so that way I can get Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate and Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. Getting, you know, like a used but in good condition 3DS XL, it's going to be right around $300, and then the 2 games will be $30 to $40 each, so it's going to be about $400, and I'm trying to get that before the end of the year. So instead of buying stone packs, I'm going to be saving up for that. And I think I'll stay true to that even after the fact, just because I feel like 1 stone pack a month should suffice. People might catch up to me, but honestly, at this point, I've gotten most of the Harmony tree, and I feel like that's the most important tree that you want to finish off, because there's a lot of things here that are quality of life. You know, like auto restart, the damage slider, workshop orb adjuster, the bot presets, all these things as well as these discounts that just make this game a lot more bearable and more AFK friendly. So I at least got all of those things, so I'm not really too worried about keys right now. And in terms of the power tree, I get to it when I get to it. You know, people start passing me and I start getting top 8 instead of, you know, top 4, so be it. I still enjoy this game and I'm gonna keep running it. So I'm starting to reach like that small percentage of the player base, you know, like the top 5% or something like that, top 2%. I haven't looked on the tower.lol to see what my ranking was. I might actually do that right now and just cut to it. So if I look at my tournament on the 22nd, I got 1275. So I'm gonna look that up. I'm gonna look that up real quick. So I just wanted to stop real quick and admire this right here. This is absolutely insane. 6,000 waves. And Greeny's at 5,600. And you see how crazy his tower is on Reddit and I think Discord. I'm not really on the Discord as much, but on the Reddit, there's Benz and Getodactyl, and they post some of their farming runs or some of their coins per hour and stuff like that. And it's pretty insane. So I can't even fathom what, you know, Sky's tower, T-Power, Silver Bullet, like what their towers look like. I think it was Benz. He made a post, and he was making 3 quintillion an hour, which is just absolutely insane. And I think Getodactyl hit 1 sextillion lifetime coins. So that's over 999. That's 1,000 quintillion. I feel like 98% of the player base haven't even hit 1 quintillion, and he's got 1,000 of those. I mean, it's just insane. So I can't even imagine what like Sky has for his lifetime coins. Here I am. So it looks like I'm top 1,300 in the world, which is pretty cool. Tags is up here as well. He got 1785, I believe. Is his gamer tag tags? I thought it was. JP978. He is 1251. I was actually not that far behind him, but I thought tags was over here somewhere. Oh, here he is. Tech tree support tags, 1789, not 85, and he's 1258. So JP978 tags and I are pretty close, which is pretty cool. But yeah, top 1268 in the world. Just like I said, it's pretty cool. Gather around for the safety brief. All right. Don't beat your wife. Don't beat your kids. Don't beat your pets. All right. Don't get into a fight. If you do, win, as always. Don't add to the population unless you're mentally, physically, and financially ready to do so. Don't subtract from the population unless they try to subtract you or a loved one. Don't drink or do drugs. Okay. If you do, make sure it's legal, that you consume responsibly. You are not released.